next two guests are two brothers who combine their love of fashion and dogs to come up with a streetwear brand, Ecclesia. But the streetwear brand with a twist. It's only for dogs. So Dylan and Benjamin Church are on the line now. Dylan, good morning.
Good morning. How are you getting on?
Good. Benjamin, how are you?
Fantastic.
The idea of loving your dog, I suppose, isn't necessarily original, but the idea of creating a streetwear brand for the dog is. So what was the next step to get to a point where you guys now have a really popular streetwear brand for dogs?
Yeah, I suppose it was really just about, bringing the vision to life. Like when, like Dylan said, there was kind of a eureka moment where we had a vision and we knew that it was possible. And I suppose we just had to take the risk and go for it. And I think, being able to I suppose, add a piece of yourself and add a piece of your personality and even just something human, to your dog, to your friends, it's something that doesn't really exist. You can get dog jackets out there, but to be able to actually extend your personality and to put I suppose, streetwear onto a dog is something that it was just, we knew we had to do.
Streetwear is definitely something that I'm familiar with and a big fan of. I suppose transferring that to a dog, though, is an interesting challenge. What were the biggest challenges facing you to try and get the streetwear that was in your minds? Dylan, how did you create that and turn it into actual wearable clothes for the dogs?
I suppose we just have to believe at Ecclesia that your dog is it's an expression of personality, and that even goes as far as training it. So I guess him, myself and Ben just being into her fashion and stuff, and Freya was always with us. We're like, okay, from the moment that she comes into our house, she's actually part of our pack. So we got to make her feel more involved. If we're into her clothes, let's get Freya involved. But going back to the challenges, to be honest with you, I don't think there was much challenges. I think when we had that idea, we just it was a good feeling. We knew we had it, and it was a lot of work obviously involved. Just put a lot of work into it, but I think we just got the right fit, got the right designs, and the moment we put that first jacket on Freya, it all made sense to us.
Okay, well look, lads, we love a success story. We love the fact that this is building for you and that you've taken the plunge and been brave, and it all stems from love of dogs. And a big hello to Freya as well, of course, who I presume is Freya featuring in the glamour shots on the website here.
Oh yeah, she's one of the main dogs on the website now.
I'm glad to hear it. Amazing. Dylan and Benjamin Church and Freya, of course, and their Ecclesia is the website, ecclesia.ie. Go and have a look and see the range of stuff for dogs. They're absolutely brilliant, lads. I really love them. So fair play to you, and thanks for talking to us this morning.
Cheers, man. Appreciate that.
All the best. See you later. Bye-bye.
Something different, right? They're very big on the online space. A lot of you guys, when you finish school, not saying all of you will, but you'll go into something maybe quite similar or very different as well. The principles that these guys are using at the moment, from what I can see, are transferable into what you would be doing, whether that's hairdressing, barbering, nails, makeup, selling yourself online. Even doing car detailing or PT, whatever it is. So you'd definitely be able to learn something from these guys today, I think. Talk to us about maybe the night that you got together, potentially after a failure, or you said, we're going to become financially free, we're going to sell jackets to dogs or to dog owners. Yeah. How did it all, where you had an idea, you obviously put it down, and it became, its fruition is this company. So talk through that process, if you don't mind.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? So it goes way back. Me and Ben decided we want to be financially free. So that's a decision, that's set in stone. That's a fact to us now, right? So then what do we do from that point on? We just try and become financially free. We do what we got to do. We start a few business here and there. But the thing is that when you put yourself on that frequency and you're this is the end goal, all of a sudden some thoughts can come to you out of nowhere. You can't make this up. It just comes out of nowhere. This thought just came out of nowhere. Holy shit! We could do streetwear for dogs. And that just inspired all this emotion. Imagine getting the cool chains of dogs, the really flashy jackets that you express in the streetwear, having the bulgars. Imagine the first one we get with the dogs with the leads and the collars, and I remember that moment. It was yesterday. All these emotions started building up, and I was like, oh my god! I still get excited. Yeah. It was a gut feeling. We were this is it, for a fact. And from that point on, really, the rest is history now. It's just constantly being brought into fruition. But from that point on, it was just, again, that was a new decision then. It wasn't we want to be financially free. It's Ecclesia would be a reason why we're going to be financially free. And the thing is, when you set an end goal, you need to reverse engineer it, you know what I mean? So if you just set the end goal and you're always just working towards it, the path will unfold for you. Like, I mean, the situations we got ourselves in have been completely unpredictable. Like, we didn't like write down, like, okay, we need to do this, and this. But like, we need to be the registry brand for dogs. We need to make 100 grand a month. This is our goals, and then it unfolds. Like, you know what I mean? You can't predict it. Like, and it's just putting energy in motion, taking that action towards the end goal, and everything just unfolds, really, doesn't it? Yeah. So it actually all came from just deciding. Like, you can't have it up in the air. You can't be like, oh, am I going to do it or not? You just decide, and I promise you, like, you won't even know how you're going to get there, but you will get there one way or another. Like,
Brand is
my own brand,
your brand is a brand, but it's also it reflects what you.
Yeah,
separate entity.
Yeah, exactly. So talk about like, what do you want to give up? Like, what does your brand strive to be? I guess.
Like for the lads now, like I want to express their message with video and stuff like that. Like, you know, like I'm obviously not good at writing stories, but I love to tell a story. Like, and I want to tell it the way I can, like, which is through video and stuff like that. So
and you capture that really well with the lads. With what the videos, what you're doing for them is your personality. Like, I know it's like I hadn't seen you in years, and I knew exactly what I was getting when you walked in the door because the videos portray that.
Yeah.
Right? You know, so this isn't a generic video that's selling an item of clothing. It kind of goes beyond
yeah,
that.
like we're not like when we do videos and stuff like that, we're not like trying to like sell something to people. Like we're just showing people a lifestyle of like their brand and stuff like that. Like, and I get to portray that through video and photos and stuff like that. Like just use my skills.
Yeah.
I think the word failure gets thrown around a lot as well, and it's a big misconception because failure is literally the best thing that can ever happen to you. Failure is, there's a massive difference between failure and temporary defeat. You know, failure is actually when you give up. It's not an actual defeat. Like, temporary defeat is a process of success. Like, and every single time you go and do something and you absolutely mess it up, or you do something wrong, or you quote unquote say failed, it's a blessing because that's where all the lessons are. Like, because you never know how to cycle a bike until you fall off and it hurts, and you're like, I definitely don't want to fall off the bike again, like, you know. And you keep trying, and you can cycle the bike. Like, it's the same thing, because if you're scared of failure, that's already a reason not to try. But if you know that you're going to fail, you can guarantee it, and you say to yourself, I'm absolutely going to fail 100%, but I'm not going to give up. That's how you become successful, because you can only fail so many times if you actually know exactly what you're doing, and you have to go through that process to know what you're doing. So if you're ever discouraged because you think you can't do something, you think you're going to fail, or you think it might be hard, just do it anyway, because you need to fail to learn, and that's like the best way to learn as well.
Oh, you've an absolute wealth of information.
Self-education. Ask people who've done it already, because the only way to learn from somebody's done it already. Like, you can't ask someone who's, like, even essentially a business teacher in school doesn't have a business. Like, you know, they can teach you about household budgets and the economics of the world, but I mean, you know, if I were to ask them how to start up an e-commerce website, dropship products, they probably wouldn't be able to tell you, like, you know, so you kind of have to outsource that information to people who are already doing it as well.
That a lot, like, in school, your whole 6 years in school, you're like, no cheating, do everything by yourself. You're so narrowly focused on doing everything yourself. You get into school and you're by yourself, you're like, okay, how do I do this, how do I do that? And you've no one around you, so like, right now, go back to me and I say, like, you have a serious group around you, like, you need to ask for help, like, you know. You're kind of being programmed to think narrowly and think by yourselves and do everything individually, but that's not the way the world works. The second you leave school, you got to focus a bit up that network, like, because even having Steve, like, he's obviously a close friend of ours, and we would not have the business we have today without him and his talents, you know what I mean? We've also got other people as well, like, who have helped us along the way, but you got to get in your heads out, like, you can't do this thing alone either. You got to build up a good network around you, and like, again, we come back to what the lads are saying, like, don't be too focused doing things for yourself, like, so reach out to people, like, reach out to, even on Instagram, like, even we're always going to be here for you going forward, like, you know, we're just the end way, like, no matter what it is, like, we'll always be here for a text, like, but even teachers, like, you know, friends, family, like, don't be afraid to reach out to people.
So many people who've created Instagram accounts, YouTube, even got the video and then just didn't hit that publish button because they're too afraid of what their peers think of them.
Even for yourselves, like, if you just start and do it, you're getting criticism, you're on the right path. It'd be weird if you didn't, but just know that you'll never get it from someone who's doing better than you. Anyone who's doing better than you is going to help you along the way and wants you to be successful. Like, there is an abundance of wealth and success in this universe, like, guys. There's enough for everyone. Like, this is why we're here today. This is why Mr. Owens brought us in. Like, he wants you to be successful. Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like he's not criticizing you. Like, he wants you to be better. This is why we're here. We want you to do better. We want you to start. Like, because we were in that position before. Like, I mean, starting an Instagram page and YouTube, it's no joke. Like, talk in front of the camera, it's no joke. Like, but once you do it, you just don't care anymore. Like, no one can bring you down. And then once you get past that stage of criticism, then it's just like, if people go from like hating on you to admiring you, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone who wants to criticize us never admires us and asks for advice and stuff. Like, so it's the same with you, like, you know, once you do the starting point, just take it, like, and before you know it, the same people that criticize you will be asking you for advice, like, and that's just a fact, really.
And I So
we just came back from our old secondary school, close to Cullen there. We were invited in to give a talk on business and on our businesses ourselves to the LCA students. And
yeah, like as Ben said, like going back to our old school to give a talk on business and entrepreneurship, it's definitely something I couldn't imagine myself being in when I was in their position. So like to go back and inspire people to know that you can do anything you put your mind to, that like college isn't the only route. It's just an incredible opportunity that I'm grateful for, and I hope you left an impact today. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and make sure you don't miss anything. So we're just after landing on the ICBR event up in Meath. This is the third event now. We feel like we're learning so much every single time we come to the show. So today we're looking forward to a great day. I cannot wait to see some familiar faces.
Oh, stop. Oosh.